First play, here's Cousins.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
KJ Osborne, the one he was looking for.
And it's second down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Cousins now from the 50. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll throw again. Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And the agility got him a few extra before he's taken down right at the 10. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
To throw is Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Fourth down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Joseph is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there.
Giants are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Barkley hit, and the ball pops free. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Looking to throw on second down. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing, Jones. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Vikings 35-yard line.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
That's complete downfield to James.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 13-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
Operating from the gun, Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw, Jones.
Out route pass complete to Bellinger.
Touchdown, Giants!
Daniel Bellinger
From 8 yards out.
And the Giants have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play fake. Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Cousins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that. You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
From the 39, Jones.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was simply snap, rock, and fire. I mean, they didn't take long at all. Slant route, and I loved where he put it. He put on the body of the receiver low so that only he can catch it.
Yeah, I don't think there was any magical formula there. Defensively, that's just tough to defend.
Very much so. And that way it allows the receiver to keep his body in front of the defender and not allow him to go through him to knock the ball away.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, open man is Golladay, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
We just saw an example of what we talk about all the time when we meet with coaches. They want that hidden yardage to come to the front when they throw the football. Throw it, catch it, and then pick up more yardage after the catch.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Gano's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to...
Now Cousins.
And into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 23-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Off play action. Jones. That is incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Jones.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And he will have a Giants first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Up the middle with Barkley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants.
Let's go! Let's go!
Way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Jordan Hicks with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. On play action, Cousins out to his left. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Cousins on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 2nd down at 4. Throwing is Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Cousins to throw it. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
They'll run with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. That's throwing to start the drive. Jones. James has got it. Complete. Touchdown! Richie James, 75 yards. And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy. Now Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, Cook. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with third and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
The Vikings on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Julian Love. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic.
Touchdown, Giants! Kenny Galladay, 38 yards. And the Giants have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Now back to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins, middle of the field to Jefferson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Cook up the gut. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Left, still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants.
Time to go to work. Let's go.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12, as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning.
And the Giants first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Barkley. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
From the gun on third down, Jones.
And the Giants are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Giants have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the 4th.
Oh, a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home.